back, Sci-Ti Tech. In this video, I want to do a teardown of this old tablet. I want to see how it works, and I want to see if there's any parts worth salvaging. Let's get started. First, what I'm going to do is do what I always do, is see a screw, take a screw, see a screw, take a screw. And there we go, all the screws are now removed. Pry open the sides. A little bit more force is needed, and there, it is now opened up. Open it carefully so that way I don't rip any ribbon cables. This looks very interesting. Detach a ribbon cable over here and undo some tape. Since this is a teardown, I don't really care for it, so I'm just going to simply cut the wires. And there we go, all of the wires are now cut. This part here I'll put to the side. I'm very interested in these little speakers. Just simply take a flat screwdriver, pry it open, and there, the speaker is now removed. And there, the speaker is now removed. Oh, that's a very nice little speaker. Pull on the wire. Oh, it broke, but that's okay. I still have some extra wire. Still usable. And I'll repeat the same process with the second speaker. And there we go, I have two speakers that are very nice. Next, I'm going to go ahead and try to break this apart. And there, it snaps right in the middle. Now I need to carefully remove the batteries. However, I don't think these batteries are made of lithium, so therefore these batteries won't spontaneously combust. But still take caution. And now what I'm going to do is remove the circuit that's attached to the batteries. And these batteries are completely dead, so I'm going to simply recycle them. This circuit right here is the battery voltage regulating circuit to prevent the batteries from overcharging. This circuit can be very useful for charging batteries. Next, I'm going to work on the LCD part of the tablet. The LCD is very good, so I'm going to keep that for sure. This circuit here is the controller board and motherboard of the circuit, so carefully remove the ribbon cable. This ribbon cable here is attached to the LCD, and as you can see it has some gold pins, so I may salvage it for gold. Carefully detach the ribbon cable and remove the tape. And I'll leave the ribbon cable attached because there's a possibility that I might need that ribbon cable if ever I want to buy a controller board for this LCD. Undo the screws that are on the side. And there we go, the frame of the tablet is now removed. And there, now I have just the LCD, but what I want to do is remove the foil so that way I can find the serial number of this LCD, so then that way I can buy a controller board for it. And there we go, all the foil is removed, and this right here is the serial number that I can use to be able to find the controller board that will power this LCD monitor. This cable here I'm going to keep because it may attach to that controller board. Or if not, remove it and then connect the controller board to this connection of the LCD. And this part here will connect to the touchscreen mode. The controller board may have that. This LCD is very useful. For its size, it's very nice, and I can definitely use this for future projects. If it's dead and doesn't work, then right here is these LED connections. And if this monitor doesn't work, then over here where it says LED, these wires lead over to a backlight of this monitor, and I can just use this backlight as a special type of lighting, or to use as camera lighting. This type of lighting can be very useful. And as for this motherboard, there are a few components that are potentially useful. Such as this little camera right here, which I can definitely use for future projects. And as for this motherboard, there are a few surface mount components that I could possibly use, such as this audio jack, USB connector, this HDMI connector, this DC jack connector, some of which could possibly be useful, and a few surface mount components that might be useful, although I may just scrap it for gold. Next, do some slight modification to the circuit by just simply removing some of the unnecessary wires. And there we go. And here are all of the components that I found that is worth salvaging. I have right here these speakers that are very good little speakers. Definitely can use that. This little battery charging circuit can be useful. This circuit here has a few surface mount components I can keep, and I can salvage it for gold. And this LCD monitor is definitely useful. Just need to look at the serial number online and find a controller board for it, and then I can use it. Otherwise, just remove the backlight and use it as a camera light. And this little camera here is very useful. Definitely can use that for a future project. And there you have it. Now you know what's inside of an old tablet and what kind of components that are worth salvaging. Thank you for watching SciTi Tech. I hope you learned something new, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and of course click on the bell icon to be notified of future SciTi Tech videos. To the next tech, goodbye.